It's Time Warner Cable's local edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Mayor Richard Riordan is back. He, of course, was mayor in Los Angeles from 1993 to 2001. He is now the author of this book, The Mayor, stated simply. And in this book, you speak extensively about the Northridge earthquake. I lived in Los Angeles. I was living in Encino on Zelza Avenue. You probably recognize that street. Down the street in Northridge, the apartment buildings were collapsed. Talk to me about that time, how scary it was.
Well, I remember at like 4:31 in the morning, I was literally knocked out of my bed. I got up, I went to the phone next to me, it was dead. I threw on some sweat clothes, ran to my car and picked up the police radio, that wasn't working.
Wow.
So I got in my car, and first I took my wife. We dropped her off where her mother lived, which was on the way to the freeway.
Okay, perfect.
And as I dropped her off, there were a lot of elderly people there saying, "Go to it, Mayor."
That's encouraging.
And then I got on the Santa Monica freeway.
Okay.
It was totally dark, no cars on it or anything. I started driving and went...
Wait, didn't it collapse, the Santa Monica?
Well, I'm going to get to that.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm excited, go.
And I started going 70, 80, and then I think maybe 90 miles an hour. And all of a sudden, I saw two big lights coming at me on my side of the freeway. And what it was a truck that had obviously seen where the Los Angeles was, and the bridge had collapsed. And I swerved around it and slowed down, and I noticed the bridge. Although I think I would have gone off and maybe been killed. But I got downtown about 8 o'clock.
Oh, it took that long?
Yeah. And I got the Emergency Operations Center is 4 stories below City Hall.
Right.
The first thing I saw there was a big map we put up showed all the bridges that had collapsed in the city. And we first talked about Santa Monica, and Bob Yates, head of transportation, said that the only feasible detours go through 3 intersections of Culver City. And I said, okay, well, we'll take them over. He said, well, you can't do it. State law requires that you hire outside consultants, and then you report them to the state, and the state studies it, and then they get both cities to agree to it.
We don't have time. Yeah, we don't have time for that.
Yeah. And I said, how long is that going to take? He said, probably usually about 2 years, but now maybe 6 to 8 months. And I said, okay, you have 5 minutes to take over the intersection. And if anybody gets mad, here's my home number.
Exactly.
And I said, I'll ask for forgiveness.
Right. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, that became our motto. Much easier to get forgiveness than to get permission. And the rest of the time, it was that way. The people of Los Angeles were amazing. They had gone through a recession, monetary recession. They'd gone through the Rodney King riots. The public media was down on the city of LA. And it's amazing. This earthquake brought everybody back.
It did.
I teach at UCLA Business School, and I teach leadership. A great leader empowers people. And that I didn't know how to get anything done, but I knew how to empower people. And I empowered not just top people like Anheuser-Busch, put more than 2 million cans of water out that we used after it. And every company we asked did things pro bono. And the people of Los Angeles repaired their houses, their neighbor's house, their business. And and we got all the bridges built in less than 2 months.
I think it's fair to say Mayor Richard Riordan is a great storyteller, and that's why I urge you to read his book. It's called The Mayor. My name is Brad Pomerance. It's Time Warner Cable's local edition.